In this video we will know more about Bowser. Bowser is the main antagonist of Illumination's 13th feature film, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, an adaptation of Nintendo's Mario video game franchise. He is the tyrannical king of the Koopa race and the ruler of the Darklands who desires to conquer the world using the powerful superstar. With the assistance of his right-hand servant Comic, his enforcer Koopa General and his army, Bowser plans to use the superstar to target the Mushroom Kingdom and win Princess Peach's hand in marriage. In turn, his plan brings him into conflict with Mario after kidnapping his brother, Luigi, viewing the former as his rival to winning Peach's love, and eventually becomes his arch-nemesis. Bowser is a large, dragon-like Koopa, which is a race of turtle-like beings. He has large lips with sharp teeth, yellow and green scales, lines on his stomach, and sharp claws. His most recognizable features are his spiked shell, red mane, horns and spiked cuffs, which except for the mane have been prominent features of Bowser in all of his appearances. While his size has varied over the course of the games, Bowser in the movie stands at around twice the height of Mario. This guy's a lunatic. A psycho. He will eat you for breakfast. He won't even notice it probably because you're very, very small. Bowser is an extremely sadistic and cruel tyrant, who goes to great measures when it comes to getting what he wants and doesn't hesitate to destroy anyone who gets in his way. He also went as far as attempting to burn all of his prisoners alive, one of them, Lumily, being a child, in lava for no legitimate reason during his wedding with Peach, saying that he was doing it in her honor, even though she was obviously horrified by it. According to the princess herself, Bowser is immensely deranged and psychotic. Unlike his video game counterpart, who even in his most heinous outings, cares for the well-being and lives of his minions, this version of Bowser is an awful leader towards his own troops. He doesn't bother to remember the names of some of the species such as the Spinies, burns one of his henchmen to the point where his flesh melts off, turning him into a dry bones in the process, simply because they asked about the possibility of Peach not wanting to marry him, and even has some of them locked in cages with the other prisoners for unknown reasons. He was also unaffected by the Koopa General's supposed death when he sacrificed himself to destroy Donkey Kong's cart, only focusing on the fact that he seemingly eliminated Mario and DK in doing so. In addition, while the original is capable of showing respect for his enemies, Bowser doesn't seem to harbor any such feelings for anyone who oppose him. The defining trait that Bowser has is his extreme infatuation towards his sworn enemy and rival monarch, Princess Peach. Most of his heinous deeds throughout the film stem from him wanting her hand in marriage. He believed that obtaining a superstar will win her affection, and even went as far as dedicating a song to her titled, Peaches. However, he is incredibly delusional about his romance with her, as he does not once stop to consider how any of his actions repulse the princess and make her want nothing to do with him, something that even one of his minions points out to him. This, in turn, makes Bowser stoop to even more desperate measures to make sure that Peach is his, such as threatening to destroy her kingdom and even having Comic torture Toad with his magic right in front of her. Bowser himself admits that he is aware that the princess hates him, but claims that it makes him love her even more. Despite his feelings, however, he is not above attacking Peach should she push him far enough, as shown once she rebels against him during their forced wedding while declaring that she had no intent toward marrying him. To emphasize his pettiness, Bowser immediately tries to incinerate her on the spot and later sends a bomber bill towards her castle purely out of spite. He can also be seen fighting her, Toad and Donkey Kong in Brooklyn when they protect Mario from him. This shows that Bowser's supposed love for her is solely possessive and objectifying at worst. But even after being humiliated and imprisoned by Peach, he continues to sing his serenade for her, showing that his desire to have her as his wife hasn't changed despite her making it abundantly clear how much she despises him. He is also deeply paranoid and insecure, as, despite saying otherwise when Comic says he shouldn't be worried, he immediately felt threatened by Mario when learning that Peach was training him, feeling that the plumber could be a supposed rival for the princess's affection. The feeling only grows worse when asking his brother, Luigi, if princesses would be interested in him. When he says that only if they have a good taste, his immediate response is ripping out a chunk of his mustache and abusively throws Luigi and threatening to kill him just to break Mario's spirit. Over time, his dislike of Mario evolves into full-on animosity, as the mere sight of him interacting with Peach after crashing his wedding, especially after he was certain that the plumber had perished in his ambush, was enough to send him over the edge and free himself of the ice Peach froze him in using an ice flower. Later, when his castle gets sent to Brooklyn, He wastes no time in brutally attacking Mario over all the trouble he caused him and makes it very clear how personal his interference was despite hardly knowing him. The closest thing to an exception of his mistreatment, and the closest thing Bowser has to a real friend in general, is Comic, who he is more open to regarding his insecurities. He also notably expressed shock when Peach knocked Comic out during the wedding reception. That being said, this doesn't stop Bowser from abusing Comic when angry, such as when he slams his fingers inside a piano case because he was annoyed by Mario. That's the end of this video. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more video. Thank you for watching.